Hey, Mac, the cameras are rolling.
Oh, so they are. Welcome, everyone. Back by I don't know if I'd say popular demand, but by surprising ratings, we're back for another session of a Sheep Raider, or Sheepdog and Wolf, depending on where you live. We are now going to start on level 5 here, and believe it or not, this is where things are going to get a little bit more intricate when it comes to the puzzles that Ralph is going to be enduring.
Oh,
Fair
boy.
enough.
But, it is very impressive that this show's still on the air. Like, I figured it being put into the graveyard shift, or rather, like, the dead man hours, I figured it was going to, sink faster than the Titanic.
I owe somebody $5. I totally thought this was gonna get canceled.
And maybe one day it'll just beat out Midtown Cowboys.
I don't know. Like, I don't. Do you see any cows here that Ralph's trying to hide? I think not.
Clearly, the ratings are gonna favor us.
Exactly. I mean, we got sheep.
Right. No wool over
I mean, they're no
our
cows,
eyes.
but I guess they'll do.
Okay. Well, problem is that Sam seems has quite the funnel on looking at every single sheep. So how are we gonna get started with this?
Well, first off, if you remember on the last episode, we have the magical flute back here, so hopefully that'll be able to help dissuade Sam from, we can dissuade him from getting away from his flock again.
Okay. Oh,
So I'll just go ahead and
He won't know what hit him.
No, he won't. This is practically gift wrapping the sheep for us.
Except the issue I'm realizing that even if we get the sheep from him, I don't know if we're gonna be able to carry the sheep and jump away.
Oh.
Oh!
Damn, he caught on quick.
Okay, so fair enough. It wasn't gonna be that easy. Whoa, my gosh, he did not
Oh,
take
yeah,
time
so-
into that prank again.
Yeah. So basically, this is where Sam's gonna get a little bit more aggressive when it comes to defending his sheep here. You show off? I could do it too.
Okay,
So,
fine.
so basically, these mines here, we're gonna get a proper tutorial for them a little bit later, but the gimmick with them is that, like, you see that ring that's emanating from them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do not touch that ring. It will detonate the mines.
Okay, so we'll have to figure out what more we can do with that later. Also, it seems like he is now no longer content with being a standing sentinel. He is now, like, fully, like, puppy patrolling.
The dog has to go for a walk.
Yeah, he's gonna be, like, circling around the perimeter, so what we have to do is, once he gets around, we're gonna have to very carefully follow him up until we get into the sheep area.
Oh boy.
Now, every time, real quick, because every time I keep hearing that little whistle and stuff, like almost like it's a jingle, is that from the actual Sam Sheepdog and Ralph Wolf like cartoon?
Oh no.
Okay, because I keep hearing that like in the middle of all of these swanky jazz. I've been like hearing that like every now and then, like the and then it's like, huh, what is that from? Like, what
Oh
is
no,
that
that's just
from?
all part of the song.
Ah, okay.
All right, act quick. He's about to turn. Oh, he already saw you. Dang.
Sorry, it's a little precise, the timing on trying to get there.
I mean,
Also-
he caught on
Go ahead.
quick.
Also, the fact of, in case you may notice any other like little bits, I'm already like thinking it's pretty impressive that Hype's doing this because for those wondering, we're actually broadcasting this episode of Sheepdog and Wolf using sat television.
Live from sunny California.
Yeah, so, weird thing, we tried to record this, it's so weird, because, like, I had no problems doing my practice round before this, but for some reason when we tried to open up Duck Station for today's recording session, it decided, how about no, and just was deciding to go at, like, half its usual frame rate.
Doesn't make any sense to me considering it was running just fine the first time we recorded this.
Right, and
Exactly.
it seemed to have something to do with also yoink.
Yoink!
And yeah, it seemed to have something to do with the like running everything all
Oh,
at once,
boy.
which again is odd because we managed to go through a full like first session well.
Daffy?
And,
Yep. So Daffy here, once we have to unthaw him so he can be able to teach us how to deal with these mines. What's funny is that, like, if you already know how to deal with them in advance, because you because you technically can't deal with him in advance.
Yeah.
Unthawing him is technically optional.
So, what are we going to do? Are we actually going to unthaw him, or are we going to leave him to his icy demise?
I'd say we might as well, unthaw him, just so you guys could have, like, the proper Sheep Raider experience.
It is a joyous thing to laugh at.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
hair
so we
dryer
have
there.
here. Oh, okay. Well, that.
Oh, that's how we were gonna do it. I figured you were gonna just push Daffy in his icy prison onto one of those bombs.
Also, I see you are already.
This is just going to be for
ahead.
a little in advance. You'll see why.
All good. I trust you. It's gonna be a little tricky because now that you're running it on my computer, I need to make sure I have over here on like my phone now, like because this is going to be my equivalent of the man in the chair now. But again, thank you, new internet for Steve that allows this parsec to work much better. Oh, hey you.
Yep.
Woodchuck Daffy.
You there, soldier! You gotta deactivate this mine.
How?
Simple. First, observe the light wave rhythm.
Yes.
When it disappears, approach the mine and press the action button, which will bring up the control panel. Watch for the green light, then observe in which order the buttons light up. Be careful, 'cause when
Pipe
the
down
light
there,
is
Bo
red,
Peep.
you then have to light the buttons in the same order and at the right time. If you succeed, the mine is dead.
Is it a rhythm
If
game?
you make a mistake,
Sort of.
Not.
wrong button,
It's
or
kind of
press
like
the wrong
a
moment,
little bit of rhythm. Like you don't really need to be in rhythm, but it's mostly a Simon Says thing.
You'll need it.
All right.
Like you'll see once we
welcome to
approach this one
microgames.
here.
And
So pay very close attention. Like when the light is green, pay attention to the button prompts, and then once the light's red, it's your turn to repeat the sequence.
I see there is slightly a bit of a rhythm game aspect to it in that you have to see like so 1 2 3 X 1 2 3 circle 1 2 3 triangle. Okay, so there is a bit of a rhythm to it, but hey, now you get mines yourself.
Hurrah!
Yep. We won't be needing the mines just yet. So this is just for the sake of making sure they're not in the way.
Okay,
That's
okay.
fair. And it looks like there's a couple more where that came from.
Yep. Down.
You know, it's a good thing that Sam doesn't have super sensitive ears. Otherwise, hearing this sheep keep bleeding from miles away would probably force him to go chugging straight into your location.
Aw. We must
You would
protect
think
him.
that.
We must
Oh.
protect MB in these times of military strife.
Damn.
Yeah.
Now-
Square, X.
Okay.
I mean, in that instance, Hot Logan, she essentially would be just the world's most sheepest paramedic.
Now, is it still is it still possible for them to like be mean and like put freaking put mines so close to each other like that their circles actually overlap and you can't?
Well, we kind of saw that earlier. Like, that string of mines that were there before we met up with Daffy, that was an example of what you were talking about.
Okay, because sometimes we can't, we won't even get a chance or an opening to defuse a mine and whoa.
And this is why we put the less up here earlier.
Right, because otherwise that poor sheep would have fallen to his doom.
Mm-hmm.
Off he goes. All right, no less for you. And then you both fall.
Hey, I wasn't finished with that. Wait, what are you doing? I'm scared of slides.
Yeah, you're scared. I'm scared, and honestly, okay, we that's it. Level already done.
Actually, real quick. This
I think that leads to
pathway,
a
I
punch
believe,
clock?
should lead us to the clock of this level.
Wait, how? Where are we?
Huh.
I forgot how to get it, but like I said, we're not going to worry about the clocks.
Well, look
That's
ahead.
fair.
Hang on.
That's
I'll see if I can
that's
find
for you guys to figure out.
I'll look ahead just to see if there's something like simple we were missing while you prep this. While you prep the old. What would have been our introduction to the catapult.
Right, 'cause what we
Oh.
dealt with earlier was something the game would have expected you to do later.
Okay, I see now
Okay,
what you were supposed
let's throw that
to do.
back just a little bit.
I see what you're supposed to do, and it was a little jank.
Uh-huh.
If you take the sheep boulder and you bring that to the to that rock that you saw earlier and put it down in the let's see. Nice.
There you go.
All right.
If you were to bring the sheep boulder back to that rock you were at and put it in the water, it would freeze and begin floating, and you would have to use that as a platform to get to where the punch clock is.
Huh.
Yep.
But it's a little finicky because if you mess up, then you freeze and right back to the last checkpoint.
And then it just becomes yet another normal Looney Tunes skit.
Yeah. Whoa.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry, the screen share on Parsec started a little bit.
No worries, no
All
worries.
good.
I'm just hoping that never happens at a inopportune moment. So.
So far it's been alright. Like, I'll say this much, it's not as frequent as it was back before we got the new internet.
That's good. That's good.
That's a relief. And so ends another episode of Sheep, Dog, and Wolf.
Mm-hmm. Let's see who just...
No
Okay,
one
sorry, I was
knows.
just checking to see who pinged me in another server. Anyway, now we're down to our final 10 sheep.
Wow.
That didn't take long.
Okay. I guess, yeah. I mean, right away, I guess we can just grab this, get to the last one. What you gotta say, Daffy? Something unique, something special?
Wonderful. Don't forget to find all the time clocks.
No thanks.
Maybe another
No.
time.
Now, is the game polite enough to tell you which levels you have not found the time clock in yet?
Yes.
Yes. Basically, the level does indicate in advance. Like, for example, if it says level fully complete, that means you found the time clock. If it just says level complete, it means you beat the level, but you didn't find the time clock.
Okay. I appreciate that then. Alright, time to get somehow even colder.
Oh boy. Just in time for the winter season. Although for us it's a little closer to summer.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
wartime has not yet ended.
In a matter of speaking.
And I'll say this right now, this level also introduces we won't have to worry about it until, like, the later half of the level, but it does introduce a gimmick that I'm not entirely fond of. Like, it's not a super recurring gimmick, like, I think it only happens in, like, 2 levels, but it's one that I'm still not, like, overly enthused by.
Enjoy, everybody.
Are we
as
gonna run into any abominable snowmen around these parts?
Thankfully,
Funnily
no.
enough, no.
But
Oh, thank goodness.
welcome to that big field. And otherwise, yeah, everybody, welcome to already one of the longest levels in the game.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Because the thing is, what makes it long is, first we have to
Well,
to go down there to get it, and unfortunately that is a one-way entrance. We have to go through a labyrinth to get to the other side. But before we do,
are we gonna do some
get
snow
ourselves-
physics?
yep, we're gonna have to build ourselves a bit of a snow platform so we can get to the other mailbox up there.
You know, considering that, it's been shown that, Ralph Wolf here does have a voice, so to speak. I'm surprised that they didn't actually use this opportunity to just up and use some stock Mel Blanc sound clips for whenever he does stuff like, pushing a snowball or whatever.
Go away, like one of those like weird grunts or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get again. It makes me think that maybe they were too inspired by Wile E. Coyote and how he usually gives the silent treatment.
That's true.
Well, I mean, to be fair, as far as, talking in the shorts, it was about as infrequent as it was in the Wile E. Coyote shorts, to be fair.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the point is, it was still there. It's just, once the shenanigans actually began, then yeah, it essentially was treating itself not unlike the Wile E. Coyote shorts.
Right. They just had a header or a bumper at the end, and okay, we have a
Exactly.
line.
Huh, classy.
Nice.
Like, this shows the location of the time time clock, and yet, well, I mean, at least here it looks like the way to it is relatively easy, so to speak.
Oh!
Ah!
Sorry, that was the wrong button.
It's all good.
Wham,
It was
wham.
2 circles. But hey, at least the checkpoint was generous.
Yeah, checkpoints are usually fairly generous in this game.
Yeah, it looks like it's mostly section-based.
Yep. So 2 circles, triangle. 1, 2, 3,
And thankfully it looks like the button, the time to actually press the button isn't, super strict.
Oh, and I see now why we want to do this. Now, will that react to the
That's how you're
wall?
able to get that wall, but the thing is to get the crack in the center, because that's the thing with the ice physics, it's like the ice platform, it will not stop until it hits a wall, so you actually have to be, a little bit, time when it, activates.
Ugh.
Like, right here is fine because it's already at a wall.
Yeah.
I am not a fan of those types of block pushing puzzles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Again, of all things, James, square, triangle, triangle. Square, triangle. Okay, square, 3 triangles. I mean, honestly, James, of all things, I would usually be, like, right there with you. Not a fan of the Sokoban puzzles, whatever they're called. But, again, this one game I found, Isles of Sea and Sky, especially after the latest updates to, like, add some more quality of life features to it. Like, it's, sheesh.
Huh.
Because that'll...
Don't worry,
the
the mines do
respawn.
respawn after a while.
Ah, okay. That was just a rather interesting place to actually leave it.
But I see, now we have to push in such a way where it'll hit the ring. Ah.
Oop.
Or maybe you place the bomb in the wrong spot.
That is feasible.
Oh!
Uh-oh. Is it worth all this hype?
Ooh, it could be funny.
Probably not.
Oh.
Actually, wait, I do
One
need to
more
go back, because I do technically need to bust the wall over there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yikes.
Nice.
Okay, and it is the same one as the one that I just deactivated up there.
That's
okay.
good.
2, 3. There we go. Okay. So yeah, I mean, again, like punch clocks, it's neat. You can see how the puzzles are solved, but now we don't have time to do all the trial and erroring. Okay, plant. Oh. At least it give you a little bit of a leeway to get out of there.
Oh, don't mind that earlier shake. That was just Taz going through another one of his temper tantrums.
You know, it's funny that you mentioned Taz, because, like, I only say this because he, slight spoiler alert, he appears during the credits. Taz, I think, is a scrapped character for this game, because they have a model for him that you can view in the credits, but Taz himself does not appear at any point in the game outside of that.
It does make you wonder if they had any particular plans for him.
I have an idea.
I don't really know.
I said I have an idea.
What is your idea, Logan?
Never mind, it's not a good one.
Oh, okay. Now's not the time to go backing up on your claims now,
Okay.
or backing off of your claims, Logan. Give us that idea.
Okay, either it would have been like maybe they realized it would have been too many things to juggle or too many mechanics to play, but I could see it working where if Sam's sheepdog is chasing after you to get the sheep back and stuff, and that could be a game over, then I could see another mechanic where even if you're not around, like, I could see a mechanic where in some levels you need to be extra careful around where you bring the sheep, because I could see Taz being another AI who specifically just wants to eat the sheep.
I could see that.
So like now then the mechanics would be, okay, don't let the sheep go like any farther, because while Sam is constantly scanning for you, Ralph, Taz is constantly like looking around for the sheep, and of course we'll just eat it up in a flurry if it gets close.
You know what? It would be sort of a blessing it was just a sheep and he didn't just gobble both him and Ralph.
You probably would.
Well, I'm sure he'll try to gobble Ralph in the process.
But yeah, that would be where I could see it being like used, and then either like they realize, hey, like there's already too many, we're already like doing so many mechanics as it is, and or meant
to push that from the side.
and or maybe they just weren't able to get it to like feasibly like function at the same time on top of everything else.
Right.
Probably not.
All right, so I see we're gonna be doing more block pushing.
Yeah. Don't worry, like, once we get this last chunk of the puzzle finished, then we'll be on our way out. We just have to get rid of this last ice wall up here.
What was this red thing we even, like, what was this red thing we found that, like, was the whole purpose of this icicle, like, detour?
Oh, it is a metal detector, and it's gonna... That's not the side. And it's gonna come in very handy for, a little later in the, level.
Okay. And then we also picked up some, like, what looked like tissues?
Oh, that is a costume. At this point, they're gonna start employing costumes that Ralph can wear.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yay!
I go a little bit roundabout, because, yeah, we need this to be in a position where it will stay there, just like it was earlier.
Fair.
Just imagine that there, you put in the button is briefly pushed, the gate opens. You hear like a little fanfare thing, but then it cuts off early to close back down.
Yeah.
It's like, boop, 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 boop.
like those little moments. Whoa, jeez, I forgot about that mine. Let's get out of here. And then, where are we going with this?
And then just straight forward and it'll land on the button by itself.
Nice.
Hurrah!
Yeah, okay, where were we? Alright! Yeah, no, where were we all this? Because you mentioned that, I mentioned the Sokoban things. Trying to get through more of the editing stuff since I'm, like, back from that trip and everything again.
Oh, whoa.
Is there ice physics on these
Weird
things?
little stutter.
Okay, no, okay, you got it, you got it. Hey, alright.
Alright, so that's the first half of the level finished.
Oh.
So here is why we needed to go all that way to get the metal detector. This is a minefield over here.
Oh, boy.
Well, it's not yours, it's Sam's.
I would say we can't do the solid snake approach of just crawling through this entire minefield and just grab whatever you can find buried deep. No, you gotta sniff them out with a metal detector.
Now,
Yeah.
one good benefit of speedrunners that have shown this off is they have actually mapped it out in that like the placement of the mines never changes. And thankfully, as you're seeing, when the texture wants to work with us, it keeps proper track of where we've been walking with our footprints pretty well.
That's good.
And we are going to need to remember that because we are going to be needing to follow this exact pathway that we're making on all the way out.
Yep. Yeah, they do a little tricky on you. And huzzah! Okay, now we just gotta...
And that outfit that we got earlier, no sheep disguise.
Wank.
Oh, okay. And this one...
Hey, what are you doing out here?
Oh, ooh. Now we can move around and he won't be upset with us,
Whoop.
right? Oh,
Sorry, that was my bad. I guess he can still hear jumping even when we're a sheep. So what we're going to do is we're going to have one of these sheep interact with us, and we have to, without Sam nosing, walk our sheep over to the other side of that fence so we can start carrying him over past the minefield.
right. Otherwise, he'll pick us both up.
And you do have to be very quick because, like...
Oh, he noticed!
What happens if he touches a mine?
Don't worry, he's not going to go past this fence.
Okay. Sorry, Sam. Legally, I own this sheep now.
Just snaps his fingers. Whoa.
But yeah.
Sorry, the control, the stick out a little unsticky.
All good, all good.
Dang.
We got this. And huzzah! Now we
Nah, just a straightforward walk.
Hooray! Now what do we do?
Well, now we gotta get
Now,
it.
the goal is down this way.
All right. In the icy caverns that lie within, and oh, great.
Not to worry. First, we're going to push that block this way.
Okay, where's that gonna take it then? Because we saw more walls.
Basically,
we
we're
gotta
going to make
blow
like
up.
a little bridge.
But we gotta blow up more walls.
Oh no, this wall we don't have to worry about.
Oh, okay. I was say because I'm gonna be real. I'm liking this, but I'm gonna be real. The whole like deactivating landmines using as bombs, I feel like that got a little bit old after the fourth one we had to do.
No worries, I get you.
I hopefully want to see them like use them in more creative manners.
Actually, hang on, I just realized. I think the sheep was supposed to have been on that first block that I pushed.
No worries.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Like, did we skip a step?
It's all good. We'll just grab
There is.
camera. We'll just grab it. We'll just grab that block and bring it back.
Also, unlike most other games with block pushing puzzles, at least they're courteous to make sure that no matter where the block stops, it's open on every side.
Thank gosh. I may do Vials of Sea and Sky eventually. But my main thing I'm waiting on is, there is clearly like parts of the map even after I 100% of the game that like felt like, hey, you know, they could totally like add a few more islands here in like post game, like, you know, post launch DLC. But I haven't heard anything new from them in a while, so maybe I'm just getting my hopes up for nothing.
Maybe you're just sniffing that sweet copium. Though I will say, if we ever do decide to do that game for the channel at some point, the most I'll say is that's probably going to be another one of our shoot the shit sort of commentaries.
Oh, for sure.
Considering, aside from the interesting ways they do block pushing and, put a focus on it. There's not much else to really say about it.
I mean, yeah, no, it's definitely a chill game, and it has a really fun style to it. I don't know if I probably won't go. Maybe I'll go for 100%. It depends. It depends on how strong I'm feeling about it at the time. But yeah, no. I mean, my focus will be more so on the. Oh wait, real quick. Can you turn into the costume and load
that's
the
right.
ship over the bleeding?
Meh.
Gotta get him a little closer first.
There we go. And then he'll start.
He's trying with all his might.
Oh. He walked the wrong way.
Oops.
There you go. Okay. There you go. Nice.
There
There
we
we
go.
Okay. Cool. All right. Now that.
Good grief, you're
I
naked!
was like, Ralph, no. What would you supposed to say? I thought you were about to head straight out that gate. I did it. And it's like, Ralph, where's the sheep? Oh, yeah. No.
I am the sheep.
One day he's going to learn that the real sheep was inside him all along. Okay, they got to stop, taking the camera and pushing them. Okay, there we go.
Again, there's the age-old saying, a wolf in sheep's clothing. But sometimes they like to play around with that and make it the other way around.
Well, sometimes I forget what the sheep remembered. Okay, so now we just gotta... maybe have the sheep put the sheep down so that maybe the sheep will get all excited and go to that other button.
Okay.
Now sit.
Oh boy, another footstool.
Perfect. Then we got the ice. Now the problem though is how are we going to push this in such a way that that it carries the sheep along with it to safety?
Simple.
Oh, that's right. Because Doy, we just have to do it one gate at a time, but it'll still work.
Yep. Now let me make sure which one this was.
Yeah, that's the last.
Okay,
one,
that's fine. We can do that.
That's
All
the one.
Hey!
Hoist away!
Oh, nice.
Whee!
I forgot I could do that with enough timing. Okay, perfect. We did it.
Yaha!
All right, so there you
That
go.
is our next sheeple.
So I mean, I say longest mainly because it had a lot of repetition, but hey, you got it down.
And like I said, the landmine is probably the bit that I'm the least partial about with this level, and we are gonna have to see it one more time, very close to the end of the game. But outside of that, we don't have to worry about it too much.
Fair enough. All right.
Ah,
Bring
well.
on the news. Bring on the new stuff. So before the new stuff, how did that premiere thing you had going on earlier today?
Oh, the Ask Mario premiere? It went pretty good. I know a lot of people were really happy to finally see Daisy make it onto the show.
Hooray! Oh boy, whistling daisies!
Huh. On the day we're recording this, this is the 70th anniversary of the Muppets.
Damn.
That too, to the point where I forgot which government official it was, but they gave Kermit some kind of Californian I forget what the plaque thing was.
Oh, let me double check the link that you shared. It was the proclamation of something. He felt proclaimed. I'll tell you that much.
Thinking about it now, considering this is taking place in California, I'm surprised that it was given to Kermit as opposed to Fozzie.
Oh,
Well, I mean,
yeah.
I feel like they probably gave it to Kermit since he is the face of the Muppets.
Oh, I mean, obviously, he's the face of it, but it would also have been more thematically appropriate considering. Well, anyway.
Ain't he from Louisiana or Florida or wherever those swamps are?
Maybe. I mean, I know he does name drop Fozzie during the video.
Oh, that's nice.
A bear in his natural habitat.
A Strudavega.
Has the current voice of Kermit improved?
I mean, I like to think he has. The thing with Matt Vogel's Kermit is, obviously a lot of people are really attached to Steve Whitmire, and I don't blame them. The thing with Matt's Kermit, especially now, is that his voice leans a lot more to, early Jim Henson's voice. Back when Jim had, a little bit of a deeper, almost rubberier type of Kermit voice.
Right.
Okay. Alright, so now we have... Oh, God!
I guess when you think about it, it's not unlike, say, Eric Boz's take on Bugs Bunny, which is a little more classical by nature.
Yeah.
Right.
That's of all the movies that I've been able to find, because I found this big fight, I found Greed, the thing she was looking for, but still cannot. And I even the other fellow sailormen I have found have the same sentiment of we cannot find. I think we're just gonna have to do a movie night. We're just gonna have to use the Amazon digital version of it.
Oh well.
Probably.
Which again, I'm not against. I just wish I could have found one to save as an offline copy.
Yeah.
I get
well,
you.
I'm somebody
gotta do what you gotta do.
I'm somebody who, not doing the Dark Ages at the moment, likes the idea of preservation, being able to actually have something and not have to worry about it going away one day.
Alright, so real quick, the thing that we got this time is an umbrella.
Ah.
Basically, when you activate it, when you're jumping in the air, it can allow you to descend, and you can press the jump button again to give you a little bit of a stall before you can hover a little more.
Perfect.
Okay.
That's perfect for all these geysers. Oh god.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you get a maximum number of these before you or is it really just in your best interest to spam the boost button?
You can technically spam it as much as you want. You don't really have a limit to how many times you can do that. I just do it as a bit of a safety precaution.
Totally fair. Okay. Oh god.
Oh boy.
Don't you dare screen jitter on me on this point, Parsec.
I'm doing my best to keep it in check. And you made it. Oh no.
What the heck is that wolf doing now?
Okay. We just have to
Who
find...
does he think he is? Mary Poppins?
We just gotta get to the right geysers and...
There.
Oh no!
Oh,
That
you found the
leads
right
us
one.
to-
Oh, we meant to
Yep.
do that.
Nice. Okay, I was about to say what was the point of that, but okay. So now we got a sheep.
And now we gotta get to the right sucky geyser, which is this one, I believe.
Okay. Almost.
Any day now.
Poor sheep. And perfect. Right out of his sight. Otherwise, that would have been very awkward, very fast.
Yep.
Okay, so now we got ourselves another mailbox. Now we gotta figure out how we're gonna get old Bessie here to the circle. Oh, come on.
Oh, whoops.
That's gonna become a thing, and then every time we order packaging, Acme just loves to put it in the wrong spot.
It's not super reoccurring when that happens.
Guess it also depends on how many times they actually reuse this geyser gimmick.
This is the only level that has these geysers.
Ah, okay.
Well, I mean, I've been noticing the gimmick lately of what seems to be happening is that every time we think we're about to get a goodie, instead what happens is that it just lands in a completely different spot now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, block this up maybe.
There we go.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Woo! Oh boy!
Okay, we got the
I
thing.
love chain reactions.
And
Okay,
I'll
so
move off my
basically
ear.
what we got is the hairdryer, and this is kind of a moment where the game's like, but thou must.
Oh,
so,
no.
Wait, what? Oh, you gotta do a freaking, leap of faith?
Well, basically,
Yeah.
notice how there is a bit of a flow to the river.
Oh, okay.
And not just that, someone here is collecting ice that we are going to be using to escape.
I was about to ask, who's running that crane there?
I hope we get to meet them. It's Daffy.
Daffy.
Oh, Daffy!
Daffy, what are you doing?
Daffy, old pal, get us out of here!
You will, don't worry.
Whoop. Nice. And thankfully, we may shatter, squirm.
Now we just gotta squirm our way out.
Okay, perfect.
Oh!
Hey, you'll walk it off. And hey, this is good because now we know a way to save the sheep.
We got that blow dryer.
All right, sheep. You'll be fine. sheep.
he just keeps on bleeding while he shivers.
You'll be fine. sheep.
All right. Now this is where escorting the sheep's gonna get a little tricky because those geysers are obviously gonna push us into the lava, but this rock, you gotta pay attention. The rock will block the respective geyser over there. So what we're gonna need to do is use the lettuce that we got earlier to try to guide the sheep across these spats.
Now, can we jump over? Yeah, okay, nice, okay.
Okay.
That, I think is close enough.
It's going to be a timing game. And maybe if we're lucky, the sheep won't have to learn a thing about what thermal shock is.
With any luck.
Oh my
And also,
gosh.
like, don't be worried about, like, the red and blue that you see. Like, despite what Porky's tutorial said is that, like, as long as the icon is still visible, the sheep will still technically try to get it.
Okay, so I guess the red just means, okay, you're getting really close to the edge of it. Okay, nothing. Alright, feed up.
Is it chest me or is it getting a little hot out here?
I'm feeling the sun's out. Buns out.
Better be quick.
Well, it takes a little bit to eat,
go.
at least. Okay, there goes one. Come on.
Oh my lord.
Wow, he really is that stupid. Or
No,
blind, rather.
I think you can make the jump back, though, so... Nice! Okay,
Oh,
you're-
Jesus, barely. Alright, sheep, you can take the bait. There you go.
It's like, okay, I'll pour it. Oh!
Oh, God. Oh, oh.
Hurry!
Better make it quick.
Bet you
Okay.
thought I was gonna drop him, didn't you?
Damn,
was
that sheep
really
was about to
good.
be.
That was close.
That sheep was about to become a veal.
Gosh. Alright, no more
Come
for
here,
you.
little guy. I'm really glad that it went as smoothly as it did there, because, like, on my practice run, like, I had a miserable bit of bad luck when I was doing that section on my practice run. The sheep would just keep falling into the lava over and over.
I mean, it was a pretty close call, but hey, look at that, another one down.
Does it just like dip straight into the lava, or does it does all its wolves burn down?
Like, basically, like, it'll push into the lava, and the second, like, it gets burnt into the lava, that counts as, like a checkpoint reset.
I mean, that's fair.
Oh, what was the? I don't remember where the time clock was supposed to be in that one.
Oh, the time clock, that's another tricky thing. You know, like, the ice that was spewing around? You have to use those as platforms to get to where the time clock is.
Gotcha.
Oh, gotcha.
But thankfully, not a speck of wool was burnt.
Wonderful. Don't forget to
Yeah.
find all the time clocks.
I'll find them when I'm good and dead.
So, where to now, boys?
Now we're going to be going to our next area.
Oh, did we
which-
find the next bonus level yet?
Not yet. It technically takes place after this, and this one's actually going to be really interesting because it introduces a gimmick that might just play with your minds a little bit.
How so?
Well,
Oh,
we
wait a
have.
minute.
Oh,
I see what's going on here.
We're
Notice
doing
the clock in the middle of the blueprint.
we're doing some time. Shit. Welcome to Click Clock.
Click, clock, breathe.
That's what my brain's feeling right now.
Oh, don't worry. Like, it's one of those, like, it can be a little tricky at first, but it's actually not too hard to get the handle of it. This is honestly probably one of the more fun puzzle levels in the game.
So, welcome to a very special episode, everybody. Sheepdog in minutes.
I think we'll be fine. I think. I hope.
Also, if you can hear, this also has, like, another one of my favorite tracks in the game. Just any of the time travel themes is surprisingly funky.
All right.
It's definitely psychedelic, if nothing else.
I'm digging this
Is that a
one.
potato?
Oh, no, that's a seed. Basically, what we'll want to do is, why don't we go back and I'll show you what you need the seed for. So, just wind the clock back.
Whoa!
Oh.
The hell?
So basically, in the past, whenever you see, like, patches of dirt like this, you put your seed in the patch of dirt, and once you travel back to the present, it becomes a giant tree.
So, ignoring that wordplay for a moment there, Acme has freaking time-traveling machines.
Yep.
Yes. Welcome
what?
everybody to what Ratchet and Clank Crack in Time should have been.
That's a bold claim to make.
Well, because I agree that I agree with this one. I think it was Golden Bolt or someone, but basically I agree with them in that for a game all about time travel and like the crack in time and all this stuff, there's really only like one or two like instances where you ever actually time travel.
Well, I mean, like, I figured, like, the whole notion of time travel was just mainly to stop Nefarious from using it to, like, undo all the rights of the universe.
Yeah, it's true. Okay, we'll
And I
get
assume all our time shenanigans is not gonna stop at just the seed we got.
Yes and a bit of no. Like, in terms of, like, items, the seed is really only, you know, tied to using the clock. Environment-wise, though, there's definitely a lot more that we're going to be doing.
Gotcha.
Okay. So move this.
And remember, just remember to be very careful with what you do in the past. One wrong move can very much change the very fabric of reality. Like, imagine it, an entire world where everyone was a sheep.
I will say we come out of this thing, and the only thing that's changed is that now we have a black nose.
You know what? That would actually be pretty funny.
Yeah.
Oh, we're in the good future.
We're gonna get a movie deal soon. Now, also.
Oh boy.
Okay, well, this isn't very helpful. How are we gonna be able to get across with them all so clearly seen?
Well, let's see if the past has any answers for us. One thing it does have, though, because apparently these exist in the past, a giant
Dragons!
dragon.
That's a stupid-looking dragon. Oh my gosh, that thing moves pretty quickly.
Oh, hey, there's a Mel Blanc clip.
Yep.
Alright, we just have to put
So
it
the
Wait a
dragon
minute, that's
actually-
the same one that they were almost going to use in
Oh,
Mario
no.
64.
Oh my gosh, you brought it back into the present with you.
Oh boy.
Oh, no, you don't.
Why you?
And that's the last we'll have to see with the dragon in this level.
Oh, okay. Well, what did that accomplish?
Well, accomplish that now we don't
So
have to...
basically-
Yeah, you say it now.
So basically, what we're supposed to do is these rocks that are in the present, we can't move them, so we have to move them to where they can be easily usable for us in the past. That dragon would have been in the way to stop us from doing that.
Okay, so he was just a nuisance that needed to be taken out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh man, this is not as pleasant as it looks.
But it doesn't look pleasant to begin with. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's exactly what I mean. It's probably even much worse.
But yeah, just gotta space these out. I assume, like, do we just need to move it to the very edge of each one, and that'll be as far as we need it to go?
Sort of. Like, there is, like, a little bit of pacing that you have to do. And obviously don't get hit by these little lava spurts.
Will that actually kill us, or is it just like a whoop? And you just keep moving?
It's not... The little spurts are not insta-kill. Falling in lava is.
Okay. Oh,
That makes
and then-
sense.
Oh, and then I see. Perfect. Then we can handle the rock thing just fine, because we'll have the lettuce in our pocket.
I mean, it's also funny when you really think about it, considering that... Oh, wow, that nearly singed us. It is funny when you really think about it, considering that this game doesn't really have anything, like, along the lines of a health system. So, yeah, like you say, if you were to get hit by one of those lava spouts, then, yeah, most of it would just be a distraction, or just something that, you know, kind of gets in the way of it.
Yep.
Think of it almost like Wario logic, except, you know, Sam can still knock your clock off.
Yep. Now, do we want to stay on this side, or do we want to continue going to the right?
Oh, we do have to keep going on forward there, because that's where the goal is.
Crap. Okay.
Oh, wait.
There's no
You know, do you ever think that, you know, the producers of the show have anything in their whole contract regarding time travel shenanigans? Oh, shit.
Yeah, I
honestly
have to get
wonder
the
if
rocks
maybe-
a little further out.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't think you can move that other boulder far enough. I think you just need to bring that boulder a little bit closer to you.
I guess there's also that too, so let's go ahead and fix that.
Okay.
Well, it also looks like the rocks were reset, so it gives you all
Oh, no, they
more
don't
time to-
reset.
Oh, they don't?
Yeah, just that one's draw distance is way far away. So I'd say actually move it back to where the crack is. No, like this one's fine. Move that boulder to the left, to the far left.
Like, towards
No,
where
no.
he's facing right now?
No. So basically, the farthest lane on the left.
Like that right there, the one that you push the farthest.
Curse these 3D dimensions. Okay, so not this lane, the one all the way on the left. This one.
Oh.
Move this
Yeah,
one.
that one's a little too far.
Yeah, move this one a little bit closer is what I'm saying. So like, I'd say move it to where that lava spurt is. There. That should be good.
Like here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that would be perfect.
Nice and symmetrical.
And we go.
let's try it again.
With feeling.
Okay, so I'm locked in, boss.
Colonel, what are we gonna do with all these sheep once we get them all?
Nah.
You see, Snake, sometimes it's not about what you get, it's what you feel. Colonel, what? You lost me.
Colonel, you're not making any sense.
Colonel, you're not speaking. Like I said, sheep, you gotta get out of this way. You gotta get out of my way, sheep.
You know, I'm actually surprised Ralph doesn't actually see you from there.
Okay. Alright, that'll do.
You know, that would be the most awkward twist of them all. Like if this was fashioned to be like a parody of like Snake Eater or whatever. Like he actually gets a sheep. He actually tastes one. It's like, it's okay, I guess. But then he just eats on a calorie main. It's like, I want some more.
Okay. Now, how far away can we make it? Hook a left?
Oh,
Okay, nice.
There we
Jesus. That was too close for comfort.
Alrighty.
Yep.
Up you go.
Yoink.
Alright, now we got
Alright, so again, a little bit more time traveling shenanigans. We have to push this rock so that we can use the teeter-totter properly.
Alright, thank goodness you can't accidentally bring the sheep back with you. This is much too dangerous a place.
Oops.
Oh!
Oops.
Just gotta wait up, wait up, wait up.
How do I make it stop?
I see, and if you actually get hit a second time, then you're toast.
I believe so.
Okay.
Now, was that a reaction just to you being hit by one of the fire streams, or just like the holes?
Oh,
that-
the
okay, it
little
was a
fire
stream.
streams that are being pooted out.
Okay. Little poots!
Okay, we'll just chill around here. It's all good. It's all good. Roll around a bit.
Sure does take a while to stop, though.
Well, yeah, because it's trying to like amplify like if you're gonna get hit and then die immediately. It's like a Wario thing.
Oops.
Or rather, an automatic run button, kind of like what we already have now. Speaking of which, are we ever going to get a use out of that thing?
The run button, it'll be handy in some levels, just not at the moment.
Okay.
Okay, well I see part of what we can do, but I also see a big thing with horns that's gonna tell me we shouldn't do what we want to do.
And not a single Matador bunny in sight.
Okay, so we got.
Oh, we're gonna get a different distraction for him.
Oh.
Oh no!
Gossamer! Oh boy. What are you doing in the past?
Well,
Okay,
we
did
can
I didn't
kinda
check. Did he
fix
get
that
sucked in as well?
problem.
Okay, yeah, he did.
Oh boy.
He just looks silly. I love Gus. Oh no!
Oh. Okay.
Oh, because he's red, and he's running really
that's-
fast.
It makes perfect sense, actually.
Yeah, cartoon logic.
Yeah,
I
so-
give it that. I love the expression change on the good. Oh,
Ah, boo!
fair
Okay, so real
enough.
quick, let's go ahead and get this seed, because we're gonna need it to activate the seesaw over there.
Sounds good.
But for real though, why was Gossamer stuck in the past?
Not.
Why is Gossamer anything? Let's be honest.
I mean, he just seems to be whatever the. He just seems to be whatever the plot needs him to be.
Granted, he's usually depicted as like some madman's monstrous experiment. I never took him as someone who would normally be tied to like ye old Cretaceous period.
Well,
There's a lot of oddities in this game.
Maybe the Mad Doctor's experiment sent him back to the past. Unfortunately.
I could be that too. I mean, who's to say the Mad Doctor himself doesn't supply for acne every once in a while?
For it. Okay. Alright. Ah, nice. Okay. Alright, we'll get on out of your head now, past.
Whoop.
And they should still be having their little love taps over there. Yes, they are.
I love how that just kind of renders in the distance. It's like just him sliding and then, oh no, there he's running.
Man, poor Gossamer. I still remember his debut and how much of an actual monstrous Chad they made him out to be.
Yeah, and now he's
Yeah.
just kind of a goof. Only seen recently in Space Jam 2.
Oh, that's
Remember
right. He
when
was
they
in Space Jam 2, wasn't he?
Remember when they used to give him the voice of a child?
Oh yeah, and the Looney Tunes show.
Oh
That was
no.
always such a weird.
Don't worry. They're not gonna go after the sheep. They're too busy with each other.
Okay, that's good.
That's good. I was about to say I thought that was an interesting what's the word? Liberation. Not liberation. situation. Freaking
Liberty?
Like a liberty taken with the character.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And also, that whole spiel with Gossamer, believe it or not, Gossamer will remember that, and we'll have to contend with that a little later.
Right, that was
Oh,
not my
boy.
fault. I didn't do that. That was the bull.
Gossamer will remember this.
I would actually.
Well,
be
yeah, the
very
bull
scared.
did it, but who brought him to the bull? Did you ever
I'd
think
be-
about that, Logan?
Fair. Also, I'd be scared if in any game, if I'm playing Telltale's The Walking Dead, if I'm playing Telltale's Batman, and just in the upper left I see Gossamer will remember that. At any point I'd be like, oh no.
It's like Gossamer doesn't even have to be in the game. You could just see it, and it's like, oh no.
Wait, what'd I do?
And then you go back into like the
Well
chapter when
done.
you notice that Gossamer has been there the
Our
entire time,
contestant
just like always like 60 feet away. Anyway.
That is
Alright.
indeed a terrifying sight.
Well, I mean, especially a Gossamer rendered in that art style would be freaky. Okay. So,
Wait, which art style?
like Telltale's
Now
Walking
this one.
Dead.
Oh, tell
Oh.
okay.
Oh, okay, that.
Alright,
Not sure if I
so
can see that working.
maybe. So now we're gonna get to a level. Honestly, out of all the levels in the game, this one is probably my favorite.
Oh?
Ooh,
Well,
you know what?
so-
This. Maybe I'm misremembering, but isn't this the one you showed us in like that really old look at we attempted like years ago?
I believe so, and I'm banking on you guys not remembering what happened in it.
Barely much of anything. I just remember it was all in green.
It's been a long
Right,
time
okay.
ago, so I'm okay. I'm good. I'm ready. Oh, see, I
To
see
be fair, I
Rubber
think
Banding.
when
like
we recorded the
Rubber
look at,
Banding.
I think that was just before you joined our friend circle.
Really?
I think I could be wrong.
All right, let's
Maybe.
see.
I mean, we'll have to wait and see.
It
So
also
yeah,
involved
we're-
it also involved a certain someone we don't associate with anymore.
Okay.
That's fair. I don't think they were in the video, but that's neither here or there. Anyway, we are in the marshlands, and we're going to be introduced to... First off, we're going to have these mines back again. We actually are going to be needing at least one of them for a puzzle.
All right, yeah.
Also, I'm noticing that some of them don't look the exact same, so those are probably the ones you can't deactivate.
Looks like they have, like,
Exactly.
they have zero opening for that. Perfect. Okay. So those
Yeah,
are
basically
free.
with these mines, you can stay close to them as long as you can, but they have a little counter here. Once that counter hits 0, clear away, because they'll detonate on the spot.
Okay.
Do they all have 30? Okay, no, they have different numbers. They have different numbers.
You also just got to be mindful of if you're actually standing around in that area in the first place.
Right. Got a couple of
But you can
those.
jump around all you want, just don't, stick around and find out what happens.
You don't have to go home. You just can't stay here.
Exactly.
Okay. And then... But yeah, thankfully it looks like they treat jumping vertically as a distance enough to already not have to worry about them.
Yeah.
And...
Got all that, pal?
Oh, no. Okay. Yep. I love that it's the control panel, but most of the time all you're really doing is just hitting it a certain way. Oh my god!
Woo!
Okay. Perfect. Finally. It's right where I need to grab it.
Oh, we haven't seen you in a while.
And there's the clock, but if you notice, that plank there, it's a little bit too thin for us to cross. We'll worry about that a little later, though.
And I assume all that muck there is not one we can actually tread through.
Nope.
Dang.
Well, let's see if we can do some bungee reconnaissance.
So don't get stuck in the muck, you schmuck.
Oh my gosh!
What the? An alligator! And on Flat Fuck Friday, no less!
It's
Oh, it is a
here.
Friday, isn't it?
It should be.
As of this recording, yes it is.
So is there a reason for the particular, like, the floor texture looked a bit different, X?
Oh, those are vines that you can, like, when you grab onto those, like, as long as you keep a firm grip on those vines, you won't, like, immediately bungee up.
Oh, that's what the intro bit was showing, was that, like, you're literally just grabbing on with your, like, your toes, like, holding on for dear life when you go on them.
Is that a mouse?
That's remote.
Oh, that is a controller. We'll see what that is in a bit. But meanwhile, there's another gimmick that we'll have to keep mindful of. So, camera. There we go.
Ah, hey Daffy.
Oh, this is just great. Duck hunting season again.
Oh,
Wearing this Robin Hood disguise, so those pesky hunters won't find me.
well, perfect.
I mean, I don't know. I don't see any hunters around here. I mean, sure, there's this weird log monster here, but I don't think he means any harm.
Oh, don't mind him. That's just your box standard Roman legionary.
Also, just as a heads up, so you see, there's some lettuce here. I don't know what that bell's for, but there's some lettuce here we could probably use.
Oh, it's a trap.
Oh no!
It's a wolf trap.
Well,
Yep.
thankfully it's duck hunting season, so we have nothing to fear.
Yep. Thing is, though, keep that in mind that that lettuce is a trap. That's going to be handy for a little bit later near the end of the level. Right now, we have
is
our
that a
little
robot?
Yep, that is our little robot buddy that we are going to control.
I call him Gizzy.
That's what this remote does.
Ah, what a jubilous bucket of bolts.
I call him Gizzy because of Gizmodo. Get your mind out of the gutter. Now then. Oh, cool.
And that will get us our next outfit.
What if that landed on you? So also,
That sucked.
also of note, like, if I'm correct, like, you can pretty much do almost anything that you can do besides picking up sheep with the robot.
Yep. You can run, you can interact, you can sprint as well, and as I'm about to demonstrate, this little critter is how we're actually going to be able to get the level's timepiece, our time clock.
Really?
Oh, because he is light enough to balance properly.
Also, it's a good thing that the reception for this remote control robot's, pretty fast.
Let's be careful and hope that there's not magnetism.
Stop pulling that shaking, dang it!
Ooh, nice. Hiya!
Clock in.
I will say there was a bit of a problem. I don't know how to get the robot back up here, so we are going to have to just...
That's for the best.
Now he's been short. What the hell?
Well,
Don't
that's
worry,
just-
it's still safe that we got it, and it's still safe that we got our next disguise.
Alright. Of course.
Now, this is going to
Let's
be
talk to
handy because
Daffy.
we need that disguise to cross over there past Sam's thing. But the problem is, once Daffy sees that we're wearing this,
Oh, sure. Wherever I am,
No,
the
no.
rabbit has to show up.
My brother. It is me. It is friend. It is contestant of hit
I
show.
hereby declare it to be rabbit season. Let the hunt begin.
Daffy, no. Brother,
Yipes.
help me.
Daffy, yeah!
And thus he goes to work.
And now that it is
Well,
rabbit
nuts.
season, Elmer's going to be on the prowl.
Now can't I just
Well,
take,
shit.
Now can't I just take this costume off?
I mean, you can, but,
Oh.
Oh.
Well, I had to show
Well,
it
that
off
hurt.
somehow.
yep. So now Elmer's going to be prowling around hunting for whatever's on that sign.
Shh. Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting rabbits.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay,
Yeah,
well,
you do that.
I mean, we can turn it to ducksies, but the problem is that Daffy still don't look like a duck.
And the problem is that, like, anytime he sees us in our Bugs outfit, he's gonna keep turning that sign back to rabbit season. So, that gag we did in the first level is no longer gonna be just a gag. We're gonna actually need to do this.
Oh no,
Really?
I'm sorry, Daffy.
Well, let it rip.
His poor costume. He worked so hard. He stayed up all night making. Oh my god.
Oh, damn.
He's just
He's
dead.
actually knocked out flat now.
Okay, but that's good. That's gonna be our only chance of ever like doing this before he wakes back up.
Oh.
Yeah, what's up, Doc? Wait, I'm not a sheep.
Be very, very quiet. I'm duck hunting.
That's nice.
That'll hold him all right.
Hey there, Doc. How's it hanging?
I'm a hippity.
Oh, doing fine. Big fan, by the way.
Oh, thank
Ah,
you.
thanks, Mac.
It's very nice, actually. He's nice, dude.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
I'm like,
Damn.
Did you see
I
the
was
rabbit?
a bit late on that, but you could be able to get on that vine to escape him if you wanted to.
He just shows like, you see that rabbit? I'm looking for his autograph. It's like, what?
Alright, now up here. And now we're gonna need the little robot buddy one last time to help us with the last part of this heist. So you remember that lettuce that he had rigged to get whoever's getting the lettuce?
Yeah.
Yes.
Surely he won't.
We're gonna be
neutral.
having the robot help with that.
Sure.
Oh,
you mean
help!
robot.
Help me, master!
Oh, but that's the. I see. But that's the catch. Is the. Oh, but I see. That's the catch. Is the. What the?
For love's sake.
You keep doing that.
It's trying to. Oh, well, there goes the robot. Back up.
Damn.
But I see. Like the whole thing is a red herring. Like it's just gonna be used to distract Sam.
Yeah. He kicks him all the way over here, but thankfully it's not too hard to get the robot back onto where the Les is.
Actually, I guess a quick retraction. Can a robot double jump?
Just single
Nope.
jump.
Okay. Okay. One press.
Master, why do you make me do this?
Okay.
I was built with pain receptors.
I love that. Like, if you notice over there on the right, basically Sam's whole expression was. Sam's whole expression was like, "What the hey?" Like.
Whoa.
Okay. Like he seemed more like, "Now ain't that? Now ain't that it's peculiar?" Just looking at the robot, and just bops him anyway. Hey, look at that! Nice.
I'm surprised he doesn't just crush into like a compact cube.
But no, okay, I see what you're talking about. I think that's a fun level, just like all the little interactions between Daffy and Elmer and the robot.
Yeah.
And thankfully,
It's also one of the
Daffy's
few
a cool-
levels where you can get like cameos from other Looney Tunes.
Right. Okay, if I were to say if there's one other thing that I would love to see, I would love if they could somehow put more and more into this. But I realize I'm already asking for too much. I already like the game as it is, and thankfully,
I mean,
Daffy's
it
a
would also
good story.
it would also kind of dampen the effect of this still being a Sam Sheepdog and Ralph Wolf sort of game.
Fair.
Yeah.
And Daffy's
I mean,
a
it's
good
not often they get the spotlight, so they might as well let them, enjoy it while we can.
right.
Exactly.
And
Play to this game. Play to their strengths.
That is fair.
And one
Daffy's a
more
good sport.
victory.
Doesn't hold it against us that we blew him up.
Well, you say that now, but I get the feeling once we're done recording the session, he's gonna send us a bill of health.
Wouldn't it be some shit? I just realized. Wouldn't it be something else if this game actually had a cheat code where all it would do was just change the color of Ralph's nose to black?
It is funny because this game does technically have cheat codes, and I've tried them out. For some reason, only one of them works, and it's a level skip cheat code.
Well, there's also that, but also like if you notice very carefully, well, Hype will be able to see it. You guys can. The logo for this game, like in Duck Station and everything else that we're doing, it shows Ralph with a black nose.
I feel like that might have been just like a miscoloring incident.
Okay, for like the sprite. Yeah, fair.
It does make me wonder now, all of a sudden, what if there was a modern-day Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner sort of game, kind of built in a similar fashion to this, only a lot more fast-paced?
That would be interesting to see.
Okay, what we got, boys? Oh no!
Alright, so we are at a medieval castle, and Sam's... Yeah, it's gonna be hard to really hide around Sam, but thankfully we're gonna be able to find a way to deal with Sam in a little bit. But first we have to actually get to him. So if you notice, we
From
spawned
the
in like a
shadows.
shadow... Yeah, we spawned in a little shadowy area, and that's because this turret will shoot basically anything on sight.
I'm gonna be real with y'all, folks. I'm not a fan of this level.
To demonstrate,
Oh, golly gee.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of this level, man, because this takes a lot of doing and like rotating and moving about, and to spoil just a little bit ahead, it's not even going to be as simple as we get the sheep and we're done. Once we get in the castle, we have a whole nother like mess to deal with.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So don't worry as far as like the turret goes. The turret only works in one. Yeah, the turret. It only works in one direction. Like as long as we are not on the shooty side, we can move about freely. But when we're on the shooty side, yeah, we have to stay out of its line of sight.
Right, and
go out
also
of the light.
stick to the shadows.
Yeah. So, that didn't actually do anything. How do we make it like shoot into the pipe?
Oh, you'll see. There's going to be a cannon that will help shoot the cannonballs through there.
Oh, this one here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fire away.
Oh,
That would have been incredible if we could actually destroy it. I was gonna say that was a perfectly timed shot for that. Oh,
Actually, what are we even aiming for? Oh, I see now.
Alright, needs to be a
Yeah.
bit further to the right.
I figured in this instance I might as well, since it's very brief to get to.
Oh, is that?
And I imagine it a little more to the right.
I see. That's our. I think it needs to be further to the right.
I think that's close enough. It doesn't have to be, like, dead in the center.
Let's see.
Oh, what's up?
Okay, so maybe it has to be a little dead in the center.
Okay. I'd say move. I'd say preemptive. No, actually, no, we're fine. And just a little bit. There you go.
That should
That
do
should
it.
be good enough.
But what's I going with this? Freaking
Fire 3.
I see. This leads to the dang it. No.
Oop!
And look at that, Mr. President. No, because I assume this is the time clock.
Yes, it is. See, you can barely see it.
Oh, so you do have to be dead
Okay,
center.
two things. One,
Right.
move the one on bottom a bit to the right, because I think it has
Okay,
to be where that thing is. I think we have to. Yeah, close enough. And there. Now
Gonna wait a
that'll do
bit
it.
just to make sure that I won't be in the way.
What's more, with feeling.
Okay. What?
Oop!
Oh.
Imagine if that.
Okay,
looped
you know
right
what? Like,
back to you.
you know what? You know how to get it. Let's not worry too much about it now.
Thank you.
Because I swear all you have to do is just move that to the right, and then you have it. But,
I mean, yeah, no,
But this
that
is going to
would,
be
like,
handy a little later. So first off, we're going to.
see, that is wild that it went in such a way that it tricked like the side of it and defied all cartoonish physics that I know of. And,
What the heck was that?
we gotta move.
Fellas, you're not gonna believe it. Our house has been breached
By what? War.
by bulls.
Oh, that too. Okay, so. Onward! This is not too hard. This is a nice small jaunt. Just gotta move this further and further and uh-oh.
Just a nice little jaunt while carrying a whole bunch of dead weight.
What the hell's the top rail for?
Oh, there's going to be like another turret that.
Oh.
Yeah, see?
Oh, it's just on a really long cycle, I see, okay. And you see now why
I guess I should ask: Have we reached the peak for how like meticulous that these puzzles can be?
Oh, don't forget, we haven't yet reached the bonus stage.
That is also true.
Okay. Oh my
Uh-oh.
lord, now we gotta deal with it. Okay, so now basically you're seeing now why I'm not the biggest fan of the stage, mainly just because it's a lot of like cycles and moving around and
Feels like this will be the one case where the map might actually be handy.
Actually, wait, I just realized.
Yeah.
We shouldn't push that down just yet, because we need to get the,
button.
yeah, up here.
Oh, because this will be a button.
Yeah, because there was a button up there that we passed that we need that on.
Okay.
Oh.
Now, surely these things have a max range, right?
Whoop.
Okay, yeah.
Looks
okay,
like it.
They don't see us from here. Alright, go say that would be BS if they did. And we're in the shadow. We're good. And... perfect.
Stick to the shadows, Jimbo.
Whenever I hear that line, all I can think about... It's not even a bad line in the context, it makes sense, but whenever I hear that line, all I can think about is freaking the Nicolas Cage Ghost Rider movie.
Alright, because that's what the Phantom Rider says to him.
Yeah, when
Let's
he
stick to the shadows.
yeah, basically...
Oh,
Oh.
that's right, because they can still technically see us from the sides.
Because basically oh no, how far did I just put us back?
Oh, don't
Oh,
worry,
we're back at the
it should
beginning.
still be in its position. This game's surprisingly good about, like, item permanence.
Oh,
that's good.
Okay, then that's nice. Yeah, basically, we learn about... Was it Sam Elliott who played the Phantom
Yeah, it was
Rider?
Sam Elliott that played the Phantom Rider.
Who was basically the Ghost Rider, but from, like, the Wild Western days, who somehow lived all these years.
Ah.
And,
Alright.
okay, now we just need to move that thing away. And then, and basically, yeah, it was just a, like, for some reason, it was just a, I don't know why, just that line resonated with me for something, I don't know. It's a line he says to the Ghost Rider as he also tosses him a double-barreled shotgun, because they play with it only in that one movie that I can think of, the gimmick of the Ghost Rider can summon his powers so long as he's in darkness, like, even if, like, one in basically like the final shot of the movie Tish is he was he fighting Mephisto or was he fighting his son?
He was flying. Mephisto was in the film, but he was fighting Blackheart.
Okay, yeah, okay. he was fighting Blackheart, and when the way he killed Blackheart, like using his demon powers, was that even though it was like broad sunlight, he literally held the double-barreled shotgun in like the shadow of like a building, and that was enough to be able to like transform his arm and thus the shotgun into a Ghost Rider like blast.
Sorry,
or whatever.
that was a little me. That bit was me acting a little prematurely. There's still another tree we have to shoot first.
It's all
Speaking
good.
of which-
We got it set up.
Man, that thing can go long.
One sheep just
Man, what's that?
just one sheep and gosh dang, move again.
Damn.
Now, thankfully, this one is right next to a Sam butt. So if we manage to piss off that last tree, I'm pretty sure they're gonna finally have enough is enough.
They will, but let's not take any chances. Let's make sure, for doubly sure, that they'll have a bone to pick with Sam. So
Okay.
what we
Oh,
picked up
boy.
earlier was a jar of honey.
Oh,
Oh.
and
Oh, what was that?
man,
Hey, no, no littering.
no littering on. Come on, real mature. But thankfully, he doesn't think to clean it up because he is too dedicated to his craft. Let this be a lesson to you, impressionable viewers, why you should not go above and beyond in the workplace. Otherwise, this could happen to you.
Also, a very effective use of the speed up button there.
Well, it's just the sprinting. Good to have that.
Well, obviously. Well, especially in a map this big.
And I'm pissed.
Huh? Oh, there we go. What the fuck?
Poor Sam. But hey,
Bees in my hair. There's bees in my hair.
hey, perfect. That's gonna be just what we need. Now let's get on out of here.
Yep.
Help!
You'll be
Bees
too
in my hair. Bees in my hair. Don't.
Just the way his
Help.
mouth is open, like.
Ralph, help!
No, sorry, bud.
I'm
on the-
thinking no.
Sorry, bud. I'm on the clock. You know. All right. And Bugs' castle.
So that's the first half of the level we have to take care of. Actually, before we do anything, nice little cameo portraits appear. Sam,
Bud.
Night
Bugs.
Sam, Bugs, and
The dog.
Um,
It's the big.
Oh,
Mark
that's,
Anthony.
um,
That's it.
yeah,
what-
with the
what was his name?
the big bulldog.
Yeah, the dog's
with
name's Mark Anthony.
Mark Anthony. Okay.
Well,
Now, I'm
this
leaving the
is
sheep back there for a reason, because once we get over here, we're going
Oh,
to
hey,
spawn our boss.
Ah, speaking of Gossamer.
Yep. It's going to be a little hard to tell, but they actually did make an addition to his model where he actually has a band-aid on his back.
Oh.
Oh,
That's cute.
he has not forgotten what you've done.
Yeah, he's ticked.
So, here's what's going to happen. He's going to be doing shockwaves, but once we get close enough to him, he'll actually start chasing after us. What we'll want to do is we'll want to spin around him to a point where he'll start to get a little bit dizzy.
Nice.
Oh, God.
And then jump into
my
the
bad.
lava. This will confuse the Gossamers. The Gossamer will
Nice
be...
work there, buddy.
Sorry. Okay, that was silly. But then yeah, I do see the bandage. That's a key detail. Yeah, he's ticked.
Oh boy.
And he loves to thump you. Oh, jeez. I
And he's
see.
about to kick you, too.
I see. So it's the kick.
Don't worry,
you want. Go ahead. Sorry.
just as long as you keep running when you're in that state, he won't be able to kick you.
Because I see. It's the kick that you want to avoid that will actually kill you.
Yeah. And
He's
what
dead.
you saw there, that's the one part of the boss fight that I do think is a little annoying, because it's not just running in a circle that you have to be mindful of. You have to run in a very particular type of circle in order for him to actually activate his dizzy state.
Right, which I mean, you can at least tell when it is because it'll be when his model is actually aiming and.
Oh my!
Oops.
Oh no!
I mean, even then, we still got a couple bit of game left to go.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, we're already down to 6 sheep, which means not counting the bonus stage and this one, there's really only 3 levels left, maybe 4. Okay.
Let's try this again with feeling.
Found a torch.
There we go. Because the hint, those portraits, those paintings back there, they say that he's afraid of light. So we basically have to light this entire thing in order to scare him across.
Okay.
And then I am again. I don't know if I should say yeah, because I don't know if we do lose our progress each time. So I'm not gonna save state yet. I'm gonna believe in this team. And also, I think the other detail is maybe he's not afraid of the light. Is if you notice, I think Gossamer is just afraid of his own shadow.
No, it's the light. They say he's afraid of the light.
Oh, because like you notice here, he looks down and oh yeah, no, he does look at the light exactly.
You know, if that's the case, I mean, I was about to, kind of think of what stopped him from being such a scaredy pants in the last level, the level he was in last time, aside from the bowl.
Well, these are bright lights. All right, one more.
I suppose that's fair.
Do it. Cool, nice. And now, oh no!
Oh boy!
Oh, now he's getting clever.
Sorry,
Okay.
that wasn't that. Parsec was just getting screwy with me.
It's all good. It's all good.
Dang.
You secured it. We secured it. Okay. Ow!
Oh boy.
Ow!
I think we just go to the light and he'll be, yeah. That's what I thought, big baby. Okay. Oh, no! Alright, so now it's time to find out.
We'll be back, folks.
Well, let's see. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
We must.
And we also gotta be very careful because this particular time limit he has here is the shortest of them. We only have like 10 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, jeez, that is short.
Okay, okay. I almost wonder if we need to, like, pre-place the sheep if this doesn't work out.
Well,
Oh,
oh, there we go.
yeah, that.
Just in time. And he'll run and... Perfect.
And he'll be our bridge.
Ah,
Now,
perfect.
don't fall right now, otherwise...
There we go.
I could totally imagine them pulling that cheap stunt. Just the moment you step on him, he just loses his grip and falls into the
All
lava.
three of you go down.
Oh,
would
that
suck.
would be dumb.
But look at it this way: the quote-unquote boss of this game has been defeated.
Nice. Nice job there, Buckaroo.
And you know what? I'm thinking, let me double check real quick.
We're about an hour 20
Yeah,
minutes.
I could try to see if I can knock out the second bonus stage if you guys want.
Okay.
Sure.
How difficult would you rate that second bonus one?
Honestly, I don't think it's quite as hard as the first one.
Okay.
All right, well, let's do it.
I'll have my little guide up
Like
here
it-
just in case.
Like, it's one of those things where it's like, it could scratch your brain a little bit, but I don't think, lengthwise, I don't think it'll take nearly as long.
Okay. I forget, we can't sprint around in this hub area, can we?
We
Nope.
cannot.
Oh, well. Alright, so where is this bonus level hiding?
Okay, so do you remember the first level that we went to that had the time travel shenanigans?
Yes.
It may look normal on the front. On the back, it's an entirely different story.
How are you supposed
Wow.
to learn that that door's the one that it does this with?
You can be able to buy a hint that tells you that in the point shop.
Oh, okay. Cheeky. Alright.
I mean, hey, so long as they at least give you the idea to do that, then
Right.
I'd say that's not the worst thing in the world. Like, that's the kind of shit that they would leave just to strategy guides.
Yep.
Yep.
So, gotta
And
make a
as you can
buck
tell
somehow.
by the loading screen here, this is going to be the second and final time we're going to have to deal with time travel shenanigans.
Alrighty.
I mean, it's being done through the same door, so why not?
Okay. Whoa.
Oh,
Cute little, like, back and forth. Woo.
Yeah, that's the thing that I did. I also did with like the first one as well, basically giving you an idea of like what to expect in both the past and present of this level.
Smooth.
I was almost about to say you now. Here's a normal like rivery sort of valley, and now here is the same thing but in Satan vision.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
going to say, but here it is, but in California weather. So.
California.
That's more like Arizona weather.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I think we moved. That's right. Gleam did move away from that Arizona weather.
Yeah, she moved to-
Allie
she
moved
moved
away
to-
there, but my new artist friend Lemon, I think she lives in Arizona. So she could probably vouch whether or not it's still like this.
Keeping them in thoughts and prayers this summer because I know it's gonna hit 115.
Yeah. I mean, oh, what the... Okay, sorry about that. My control stick kind of stuck.
It's all good. It's all good.
Damn.
I think he still have the time.
let's
Yeah, he
try
still got it. Yeah, okay. Back in, Gorilla.
Yeah, like I think Lemon will be fine. Like at the time of recording, she's going on a trip with her family to I forget where it is, but I don't think it's going to be in Arizona.
Okay.
Okay.
Whoop. Then we just gotta do another little skip it hopperoo.
Just being a little cautious because I don't immediately remember the timing for all of the little squirts.
Totally fair. And then I think we're safe.
It's a good thing that those platforms aren't hot to the touch.
Oh no!
Oh boy.
Then there's that. Well, then there's that though.
That was me.
I forgot. Yeah, I forgot that one of the squirts actually lands on where the the seed is.
It's all good. We're almost there. We just gotta do one more loop around, and then we'll be in the level.
Or maybe this is some freak. This is some like what's the word? Like it's just some stunt orchestrated by Daffy, just so he can have all the sheep to himself once the whole game's over.
No worries. I heard.
Sorry
that
about that.
too.
A weird screen stutter on Parsec.
It's all good. I heard that too. All right, we got it though. We were safe, and we're in.
Okay. Hooray!
I've been playing Archipelagos, especially because they recently, for topical referencing, added DK64, and I want to try one of those runs.
That's neat.
Because they'll have the Tag Anywhere mod among other things,
So I hope so. It speeds the game up.
and that's the one that also has the Beaver Bother improvements, I believe. In which they
However much you can improve it anyway.
well, again, the only way they could find to improve it was just spawn like 70 spawn 70 beavers instead. That way.
At that point, I'm surprised they didn't just, go more hardcore and just redesign the entire bonus map so that the whole is not even like a perfect circle, but rather like a square or something.
That would be nice because you're so right. That's another part of the issue why it's hard to get the beavers in is because you have to snap at them when they are like fully fully teetering towards the edge. But since it's a circle, there's so many edges that they're more likely to like slip off and hug around the edge of the circle than actually teeter at the edge to be snapped in.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think something about the way there's this whole scared state they either have to be or shouldn't be in order for them to register that that's a hole they can fall in.
So best of luck, Mac, when you get into Creepy Castle.
Yeah. Because that's the only other place you have to do it, and they make you do it twice.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. Okay, so...
Okay, no, they don't make you do it twice. It's just for 100% completion, so, woe is me.
Are you going for 120 or whatever it's called %?
More or less, yeah.
Damn, crazy.
Basically, I'm gonna do all I can to actually get those extra endings.
There are extra endings?
Yeah, if you get 100% completion, they add more to the ending, after the credits.
Oh. Fair enough.
Well, that's what I have to do.
Okay, but that don't make no sense. Hype. How are we gonna Oh, I see. But we'll go back to the past. I see.
Yep.
I was like, but if we plan it here, how is this gonna help us in the future? By the little doy.
Surely there won't be any further complications.
Again, they are they do a really good job of just making very nice, easy to listen to music for all this.
Yep. Which I'm still convinced might be stock.
It
Might
can't
be. We don't know.
Surely a composer should step.
I'm not gonna say this wasn't made with this game in mind. It's one of those things where it feels like one of those. Oh boy. Oh.
Yeah, if you could tell, I was sprinting ahead because there's a seed here that I should be getting.
Well, it's all good. We'll just cross around. What is at the tip top? Oh, nice. Okay, so then we can get back here in the present, and I see. But I mean, okay, at the very least now we can have a teleport, port up here.
Right. But yeah, no, it's not super duper common, but there are some games, a rare few that do add in songs that are clearly weren't made with it in mind, or it was just something not unlike, say, the production music in SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yeah. So,
Or that was clearly not made for the show. It's just basically there's this whole license you have to apply in order to actually use that music. Or I don't entirely remember the specifics. It's just that's the reason why there's certain Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon shows that actually use that stock music.
Is it kind of like what?
Heck, there was that one time when we were watching Asterix where a specific SpongeBob song was played.
Right. So is it kind of like how in Toonstruck they had a ton of music from that Ren and Stimpy that original cartoon album whatever thing?
Right, because that was technically stock, I believe.
Yeah, a lot
Yes.
of it was. I think all of it was stock.
It all applies to that.
Okay. Upsy Daisy.
But you know, true to form, most people remember those songs for SpongeBob, or the very rare few do remember for Ren and Stimpy anyway.
Okay, so I see what we gotta do. You gotta go back into the past and move that boulder.
The one sheep to rule them all.
Yeah, but then...
Yep.
I'm gonna look ahead, because I'm like, well, but even if we get to the sheep, how the heck are we gonna get around, like, Sam?
Oh boy.
Well, it's not going to involve dunking in the lava again.
Yeah, but basically what you have to do is, let me get that first. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to, like, swap where the tree and the boulder are supposed to be.
Oh, okay. Right. Oh
You know,
my
I could
gosh.
believe this game to pull something as silly as, like, you grab some lettuce from the present, take it to the past, and then plant them on the ground as if they were seeds to grow
What the-
bushes.
Yeah, I guess that thing had a little bit more of a lingering hitbox than I thought.
I guess so. 'Cause I'm with you. I was surprised that happened.
Let's try that again.
Yeah.
I'd also just be like just a little bit impatient for where I am at the moment.
I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's okay. I understand. Again, like we're getting close. We're almost there. Wait.
We're just about 2/3 into the game.
Nice. Okay. Good call. Good call. And okay, let's plant that seed. And again, we're pretty dang close. Like after this, I feel like if we you know, do our chances like just right, I think we'll be able to finish the game in the next session.
Oh, we should be able to, because I think after that we only have 4 more sheep.
And they're just normal, regular, you know, run of the, you know, meat and potatoes like stages.
Run of the wool.
All right, so let's. So here, I think we just have to climb up that tree then.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll never have to guess that these weren't always there.
Well, here, I think actually what we want to do.
That's the beauty of time travel.
Here, I think we want to do Hypebeast. I think you just want to climb the. Yeah, that's, yeah. Don't, yeah, you know, that's right, because we have the freaking rubber band. Yeah.
Yep. And there will be like a little entrance up here that we'll need. Oh, over this way.
Ah, there's our goal.
Well, that's as far as it goes.
Don't be quiet, Ralph.
Oh,
You got
I love
this.
that. He's scared of heights.
You'll be fine, Ralph. Walk through this here cabin thingy, and
And now we can finally use the button G.
all right.
Hooray! Hopefully
Okay.
this tree ain't weak sauce. Goodbye!
See ya, sucker. He's like, well,
Wow. That was almost too easy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that's
it.
the exact thing that happened in my practice run. Like I was expecting a little bit more of a reaction than that.
but yeah, I mean, that's it. No slingshots, no nothing. Just hardest part was just getting there, and then as long as you have the rubber band, execution.
Yes.
Flawless.
Total conquest.
Ralph wins. Sheepality.
Damn,
Hey, I'm not the poor sheep.
it's funny.
Random. Since we're talking about that, random thought. It's
Yeah?
not gonna happen. But I just had this random idea that pops in my head now and then about like, if they did have to add in like a Looney Tunes character into Mortal Kombat, I always figured it would be Taz, and like
Yeah.
half of his fatalities would involve eating people.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, Taz would make the most sense. But obviously, it's... Honestly... Okay, you know what? Screw it. I'll just say it. I honestly wouldn't mind seeing, you know, them treat the Looney Tunes in, like, something like that. In the same way Supernatural treated Scooby-Doo.
Wonderful.
That'd be funny.
Don't forget to find all the time clocks.
Like, obviously it was not not safe for kids, but they still treated it as if it was still, you know, the brand.
You know, let me see how
Except
many
except
points
of
I
course
have.
except of course for that
Six.
glorious moment when the entire Scooby-Doo cast crashed out after they realized everything that like in the reality like
We're doomed.
I can show off this a little bit, like basically like mug shots of all the developers.
oh okay I was like, oh my gosh, who is this person? Okay, that's cute.
These are all the faces you are to throw your tomatoes at.
Sheep.
Mm-hmm.
He looked like Andrew Garfield.
A little bit. So while we go
That one,
through
that
this,
one almost reminded me of that last one we saw. Kind of reminded me of Vincent.
I guess.
little bit.
So while we scroll through the FBI's most wanted here, how are you guys feeling about the game so far? Since we're getting pretty close to the end of it.
Again,
I mean, pretty solid work for especially for again a typical licensed Looney Tunes product.
yeah, again, I think it's like what the heck is it? Like, again, I think it's very creative, and again, I think it does.
Oh, speaking of which,
I think it does. I think it does a really fun job of. I think it does.
hey Sam.
I think it does a fun job of like sharing a lot of information, and and as we've seen, like with the interactions. Ooh, the invisible programmer.
The invisible programmer.
And as we saw with Darren to name the charge. But yeah, as we saw with the with Gossamer and like what happened with Sam and the Bees, I like how much personality this has for my favorite Looney Tune characters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also, it doesn't feel quite as, for lack of a word, pandering as a lot of other Looney Tunes properties were around this time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, that being said, join us next time where we pretty much wrap up Sheep Raider, aka Sheepdog and Wolf, as we collect our final 4 sheep. What do you say to that, audience? What do you say to us finally being close to finish with this game?
Yahoo! It's 11.
Anyway, see you guys later.
Bye-bye.
Till next time.